What's up?
What's up? Alright, so today was our last day on the boat, and we got a lot of work done, but we also had some pretty funny setbacks. Where to begin?
Well, we got almost all the hose in that we thought we were going to install, except for, I think we have a little clip earlier today about not being able to find the last piece that we needed, the 5/8 to 1/2 inch. We almost hit rock bottom, or maybe we did. We had to go to Lowe's for something, and we were in the car, and we decided to stop at the hotel to get a little lunch quickly. And when we got to the hotel, we both realized that neither of us, I didn't have my wallet, Margaret didn't have her purse, and so we didn't have any money to go to Lowe's. So we were going to have to go back to the boat, which was just terrible. But fortunately, when we were back eating lunch, we remembered that we got gift cards, Lowe's gift cards from my folks for Christmas. And so we're going to use those to go pick up the stuff and not have to go back to the boat, which is huge. Yeah, the last piece of our freshwater system that went to the filter. And I was taking it apart yesterday and realized that it moved from 2 different size hoses. So we needed a 1/2 to 5/8 inch split. We get to Lowe's, check the other section. They have all sorts of other things, but not that one. Checked over here, they don't have it. It's the last piece. The last piece.
The day cleaning the boat. Whenever we leave the boat, I like to make sure that it's cleaned really well so that it doesn't grow mold and mildew. So I started spraying down vinegar everywhere, vinegar and water, and wiping all the surfaces, and just trying to get the boat in good fashion because Jeff's going to be back probably in a month or so.
So I finished the rebedding here today. You can see went in along here, and there, and the other side too, right in there. You know, we got all these, and I rebed that as well. Pretty happy with it. You can see a little bit of caulk around. You know, it's not the neatest job that could have been done, but it's pretty good. There was this spot here too. You can see that it's raised up. That was like that before we started, unfortunately. The metal is just, I guess, not properly bent into place, but as it wasn't really causing any problems before, I'm hoping it won't now. You know, we should have a good tight seal with the caulk around the bottom. I've yet to put the stanchions back in, but you can see the rebedding that I did here with butyl tape, both there and over here. Sorry about that jerk. I still got to cut out some butyl tape around the edge that's been oozing out. We've been retightening them the last couple days. They really tighten a couple turns more every day, and it seems like a little bit of butyl tape oozes out just sort of over time. So it'll be interesting to come back and see what it's like in a month, a couple weeks or something like that, and you know, see if we can tighten them down any more, or if more butyl tape has oozed out.
So Jeff is installing one of the lines that goes to our water filter from the pump to the water filter. He's over in the lazarette. I'm in the boat. Right now we're looking through the engine compartment. The white thing on the left-hand side is the water filter. And then up here is our pumps. So we got our bilge pump, our sub pump, and our water pump. Not the right order. Bilge, water, sump.
Give me some flashlight over here.
Okay.
Actually, Sailboat's gonna be no good. I might be better off going in there.
This is the inside of our fridge. I've just sprayed a bunch of vinegar and water in there. It's really mildewy smelling. Unfortunately, it was left closed when the boat was packed up for the winter, so it's been 3 months of just growing nastiness. So I'm scrubbing it out. Ugh.
And then I was just doing the hose stuff. I rebedded the top side, the stuff that we needed to use caulk. It was fairly dry out there today, dry enough. Really had no real problems with that, except for one time I tried to put a 1.5 inch screw in when I needed a 1.25 inch screw, which obviously didn't work too well. But figured that out, got everything done. I was feeling sort of happy with the work. And then I went to go put the stanchions into the bases that I had put in a couple days ago with butyl tape. And come to find out that it's not perfectly lined up, and so the stanchion won't go through. If you look on the video, there's like an upper stanchion base that's attached by itself, and then a lower stanchion base that's attached to the deck. The other one is attached sort of to the bulwarks there. And I could get through the upper stanchion base, but then it wouldn't go through the lower one. So they're sort of right next to each other. It needs to line up perfectly. So I think what I'm going to have to do the next time I come to the boat is take those upper ones off and rebed them while they're attached to the stanchion base, so that I know it goes all the way through and fits perfectly. It's pretty weird. I would have never thought that would have been the case before we started. I thought there would have been enough play in the stanchion to get it through both of the bases, but there wasn't, and I got pretty pissed at that point in time because I just wanted to get that done. We were so close to sort of getting all the rebedding done, and we had already had the setback with the hose, so we knew we weren't going to get all of that done, and it was just a little disappointing not to really be able to finish those jobs. Although I guess when I come back, it's going to take me an hour or two to get that stanchion base all set up when I get back. But
Yeah. I finished cleaning out the refrigerator, which was pretty disgusting. It had been closed up with a little moisture in it before we left, and there was some pretty disgusting stuff growing in there. So I took out all of the shelves and scrubbed everything down, and it wasn't too bad. So it makes me think that next summer, I won't be dreading cleaning out the refrigerator every time something inevitably spills in a top-loading refrigerator. And then we took all the stuff off the boat that we don't need to stay there, all our tools and things like that, and packed up the car and put out a bunch of damp rid. And
then the final thing we did was just make sure that everything electrical was off on the boat, and turned off the battery charger, and just unhooked the shore power. So we've got no power going to the boat, and we've just got the battery sitting there. That's what we ended up doing last time for almost 3 months, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, with it only being a month, it shouldn't be a problem at all. I think I said before, but we got back this time, and the batteries were right at about 12.15, 12.2 volts. Sort of right where you start to get worried about needing to recharge them. And so that was after 3 months. So I'm sure I'll get back this time, and they'll be at 12.4, 12.5 or something like that. It'll be fine.
so I'm eager to get home because I'm going to have packages from Sailboat and Fabric.com with all the materials that I need to work on the cockpit cushions. And I'm going to put together a pretty lengthy blog post about the true cost of making cockpit cushions, because it's not quite what I expected, and I think it'd be some good information to share with everybody out there. And it gives me some idea of what it's going to cost to do the salon and the V-berth. We still have the salon cushions, which I don't really like, but we don't have the V-burst cushions, so I also have to do those before we get back on the boat in May. So lots of sewing videos coming up for sure.
Yeah. That's about it.
And I'll also be putting out a couple videos on finishing the lazarette cover. I'm going to be taking out the caulking and re-caulking the top of the lazarette, refinishing it, sanding it down, putting on new CTOL coats and all of that, as well as epoxying in a new piece of plywood underneath, and just essentially redoing that entire lazarette hatch. And the salon table, I'm going to be redoing that as well. So a lot of stuff to keep us busy with boat work while we're away.
Yeah, I still have the autopilot to rehab when I'm back at home, and a couple other smaller projects, but yeah.
We'll keep more videos coming. They won't be as regular as our past couple of weeks, but you can check out our blog and read about other sort of sailing issues.
Take it easy.
Bye.